Hello, Scorpios. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the week of the 12th to the 18th of February, which is also Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Because of the occasion, I do have like a little mini love reading to do at the end, so stay tuned. But anyway, let's dive into your reading, okay? Just as I'm shuffling the cards, I do want to quickly speak about a lovely app called Aura. Of course, this is a sponsored part of the video. I will run through it very quickly. But genuinely, I would never promote anything that I didn't believe you guys needed. So Aura is a meditation app. It's a mindfulness app. It has absolutely everything on there. I use it all the time, and I actually find it to be very beneficial in my life. So I know that you guys might enjoy it. We do have a 7-day free trial. If you wanted to try it out, they have anything from hypnosis, ASMR, sleep sounds if you struggle in that area. They have all kinds of different guided meditations, and they also have some sort of coaching videos on there as well, so like advice, life coaching. So it's definitely worth giving it a try. It's risk-free at the end of the day, a 7-day free trial. So there is a link down below that will take you there. Also, if you do like it, then you get 25% off the membership if you want to continue with it, okay? But anyway, let's dive into your reading, Scorpio. Let's see for you guys. For the Scorpios for this week, please, Spirit. Alrighty. Let's see. Your overall energy this week is being described by the Queen of Wands. We love to see this. This is about being confident, being fiery. A lot of you guys will be having a lot of creative ideas, or this the desire for creative outlets if you don't already. So that is like diving into passions and hobbies and wanting to do a lot of new things. There is a sense of optimism as well when this energy comes through. So I do like it. You guys could be changing anything about your appearance. You could just be putting more effort in that area. The Queen of Wands is known for her beauty, but it's not just outside. It's also inside as well. There's something very beautiful about your energy this week. We do have clarifiers. So let's dive in a little bit deeper to this Queen of Wands energy to represent Scorpio. Something is mysterious about you, Scorpio, but that's not a surprise. Queen of Wands, please. The Sun card. That's very beautiful. Very strong Leo energy. You guys could have Leo in your chart, but it doesn't matter. The Sun is really about freedom. Some of you could be on vacations. Like I'm just getting, but if not, like I'm just getting that sense that you guys are feeling, you know the feeling you get when you're on vacation, like carefree, just living my life, looking good, dressing up. Like that's just the vibes I'm getting. The Sun card, you guys could definitely be getting a lot of attention, but it's also like the energy of feeling very optimistic this week. Again, the Queen of Wands has that sunflower, and the sunflowers, they face the sun. So that is a symbolism for optimism. You're looking at the light side of life and looking towards happiness, and letting that guide you. And because you have the sun here and a lot more sunflowers, it's really significant for the fact that you are really facing the sun. This is really good for success. So for any of you, if you are like desiring to be in a spotlight this week, you're definitely standing out, so definitely use that to your potential. It's a very happy energy, so that's how you guys are being described this week, okay, which is very amazing. In terms of potential challenges this week, the Six of Pentacles is here. So in terms of a challenge, this could be needing to pay a bit more attention to your inner health or anything of that matter here. There's two different things I want to use as examples to describe this energy. It could be compromising, could be a little bit difficult for you. This is a card of, paying attention to what we're giving our energy to. So for some of you, you could be pulling your energy back. This doesn't feel like a bad challenge. In fact, with the Queen of Wands, the Sun card, you're feeling quite inspired to change things up in your routines, and what you're spending your time and energy doing, that's changing. You're shifting, you're creating a balance here when it comes down to that area of your life. It can also include people too. You could again be paying attention to who you're giving your time and energy to, and is this something that's going to really give back to me? Things like that. It's a challenge, but it's only a challenge because it's something that is something to work on, basically. But let's just clarify. Again, this is also like a 6th house card, which in astrology is really about your health and your routines and maybe even your career or your daily life, okay? Let's see for 6 of Pentacles as a challenge for Scorpios. The Knight of Pentacles. This is really about the seeds that you're planting. That's the energy I'm getting here. For some of you, a challenge could be maybe for some of you, I'm not getting everyone, but for some of you, this could be your challenge is maybe getting like a certain opportunity, because the Knight of Pentacles could be like an offer, all right, a stable offer. In this case, maybe it's a promotion that you guys are seeking. That could be a bit of a challenge for you this week. For whatever reason, I'm not sure if I'm not seeing that. I think it's just a challenge because it's something that you are focusing on, and something that might be a bit of a challenge for you. But I'm not sensing anything bad here, so I'm not seeing that it's a challenge because of anything bad. Knight of Pentacles is also about the seeds that you're planting and moving forward and building on your foundation. That's a challenge just because it requires a bit of work. Six of Pentacles is saying that you are really bringing a balance into this area of your life. This could be paying attention to how much money we have or what we're doing with that. Budgeting could definitely be something here. You're really balancing the scales and creating a really solid foundation. Of course, that does require some work. It requires some patience. The Knight of Pentacles is known to be the slowest moving. However, the one that is guaranteed the throne because he's actually doing the work. He's taking his time. He's observing his surroundings as he's moving. He's not rushing to the end goal. Okay, he understands that things take time. So that's your challenge. Again, maybe it is a little bit about that compromise and understanding it, but I see you putting the work in, so I like that. All right, what we're being guided to focus on is the star. My little scribbles are coming out. We have to hide the nudity on these cards, so I do put like a bit of marker on it, but clearly it's coming off, which I'll just have to top it up. The star card is Aquarius energy. What that represents is, what to focus on is your healing. Again, that could be symbolizing your health, but the star card is also about being in a spotlight. So for a lot of you Scorpio, if you are desiring to be successful in whatever way, this is also a card about, paying attention to your goals. So what you're being guided to focus on is where you want to be. Visualize it. It's definitely possible for you. I want to sit here and say that given everything that your reading is saying, I really feel like this is a very big week where you are paying more attention to a goal, feeling more optimistic. To have the sun and the star in a reading basically means a lot of you are destined for fame. All right, or whatever level of success that you desire, that's really top tier. I do see that for you. Again, focusing on your healing is very important, internal, external, whatever it may be. I'm going to quickly clarify that for you. The star is also about charity. We do have two cards about charity here as well, so that could be significant for some of you. It's about making sure that you're giving back to the community, so that could be something that you guys are doing. Clarify the star card for Scorpio and what to focus on. The Five of Cups is very interesting. With the Page of Cups here as well, you guys could definitely be healing some disappointments, okay? Again, I feel like this is, maybe you have in the past been focusing more on the negative. I think that's what's changing this week, because you are in this very positive, optimistic energy, looking towards the sun, rather than the past. What to focus on is, again, to keep looking at the things that you do still have and not what you have lost. I know it can be very difficult, but you are healing, you are making progress, and sometimes it can be tempting to look at things that have hurt us, and those feelings do arise, and definitely deal with them. And maybe that's just what it is, actually. Maybe that is your advice. Of course, keep pushing, keep moving forward, but when those when certain, even if it's really past things, if feelings come up, give it to the universe, give it back to the I'm almost seeing heal it. Of course, that's can't be happening immediately, but it's by giving into yourself, by giving back to yourself, by pouring into your own cup. I think it can really heal any disappointments that still linger. But I will clarify once more for you guys. The Temperance. This is really nice, and the Temperance, whenever it comes up, I do feel like Spirit is really working in your favor. You do have some spirit guides and angels around you who are looking out for you here and are working on big things for you. I always see that the Temperance is almost like the universe working behind the scenes. So if you ever feel a little bit down or unsupported or disappointed at times, if things aren't going the way that you want it to, or it's taking a bit longer, just remember that you do have some angels here who are trying to work on things for your future as well. It's also guidance for you too. Temperance is a message saying patience. All right, some of you might be getting a little bit impatient here with your healing, but but I see everything is going to be good for you. Take a time off if you need to. Take a little bit of a break from the path, rebalance yourself, and then get back to it again. That's quite a big message for a lot of you. There's something I want to say with this. Right. It is a card of kind of focusing what you do still have. As you can see, the Five of Cups always says that. Yes, 3 things have spilled in your life, or yes, things have spilled, but there is still some things standing. When you balance those things, they can be the best. You know, it may not seem like much that you have in your life at the moment that you have left, or maybe some emotional, maybe you feel like you lack energy, or you lack things to help you moving forward. But this Temperance card is saying, like, these things you have, kind of like the Magician energy, like, be an alchemist. You don't need everything to come to you. You can actually create opportunities for yourself with what you currently have, whether that is gratitude and focusing on, you know, the things you have, even if it's just a roof, even if it's just a piece of food that you have. You know, it's like paying gratitude for that will end up kind of bringing more into your energy, or whatever it is. Of course, those are just some very extreme examples. When you balance those, I really feel like it can help you moving back on track again. All right. And if it's not just you, I definitely do see Spirit is working behind the scenes for you, which is another thing they want you to understand and remember. Right. Recent past coming through is the Four of Pentacles. This could be you, could be somebody else. There is an energy of holding back, holding on. Some of you may have struggled with this in the past of, like, again, maybe there was something and probably some disappointment that was holding you back. Usually the Four of Pentacles comes in when we're a little bit stubborn. I'm not moving forward, or I'm not doing that. Or feeling like things will come to you rather than the other way around. I think that's what's changing, though. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords, that's a very stuck energy. As you can see, Eight of Swords is kind of getting so stuck up in our head that we end up feeling trapped, more trapped than we actually are in our environment. You know, it does mean that some things around you have made you feel stuck. Literally, there are things, like, there were problems. I feel like I'm seeing you being more open now, so I do kind of feel like you've kind of moved away from this energy. The Nine of Cups. That speaks of wish fulfillment. You're the Tower here. For some of you, I'm getting a bit of an energy. The Tower came with the Ace of Swords, so maybe some sort of enlightenment, epiphany, or some information came your way that kind of broke you free from that. So whether you got good news or whether there was something that you needed to hear came to you and you broke free from something that was kind of keeping you stuck. Now, Nine of Cups, overindulgence, and that's the kind of vibes I'm getting for your past. Sometimes it's just about comfort. You know, you wanted growth, you wanted to open up, but the thing is, like, you maybe kept holding on to reasons why you shouldn't, you know, whatever that may mean, and or feeling like you're stuck and, oh, I can't do that, I can't open myself up. Four of Pentacles to me is a card of excuses, but it doesn't have to be that. But for some of you, you might need to hear, like, you know, where it's like, oh, I really want an abundance, but right now, like, I can't really let go of the things that I have to get there, or I understand life can make us feel definitely very stuck, but the Nine of Cups kind of represents that something there was doing something for you emotionally. For example, being in a comfort zone. This is a very big story for a lot of you, probably. For most of us in our life is when we're a bit stuck in a comfort zone. We know we want growth, we know we want to expand, and whatever it is, some of you want fame, some of you just want success and victory, whatever that means to you. When we're stuck in a comfort zone, it's like, oh, like, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't have enough energy. Like, I don't have enough. I can't open up. I can't open up to that because I don't have enough time. Or, you know, there's just this energy of keeping ourselves stuck based on the story we're telling ourselves, because a lot of this, yeah, some of it is physical, but it's also mental too. And the story of the Four of Pentacles, really, I mean, I always see it as the King of Pentacles, you know, before he really understands what true abundance is, because he doesn't need to hold on to all of these things. The holding on to something and the need to control something or being quite stubborn is the thing that keeps you more stuck than the actual things around you, you know. So the Nine of Cups is just telling me that there may have been a bit of overindulgence in things, or in overthinking and feeling trapped, or in, a certain mindset, or again, definitely a comfort zone. It feels like you are stepping out of a comfort zone, and I am seeing a lot of victory and success for you when you do that. And potentially a lot of you have already done that. It's already showing up in your energy. Right, in terms of your near future, you have the Page of Wands. That is a really exciting new beginning. Like, I'm seeing an opportunity being spoken to you. So whether you get an email, whether you get some sort of sponsorship, I don't know what you guys do. A lot of you are going to be in the spotlight. So I will just say, for some of you who resonate with that message, there is going to be some sort of opportunity for you to collaborate or work with somebody. It's a very creative outlet, okay, for some of you. Now, for those of you who don't want to do that, but you're still dreaming big, there is a very exciting creative opportunity that is going to be made known to you with the Page of Wands. Let's clarify it though, because there's a lot of meanings behind this card. Let's see. Near future, please, for Scorpios. The Death card tried to come in. I don't know if you saw that. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. Oh, that's very interesting. And what's behind it? Seven of Pentacles. It's quite interesting. This is telling me that there is still some work that you will be working on that you currently do now, for example. Something that might be making you feel a little bit like you want something new. This is telling me that there will be a bit of a waiting period when it comes down to your work. You might be feeling a bit bored with it, to be honest with you. But don't worry about that message in particular, because I am seeing that an opportunity is going to call for you to make some sort of move. I'm not seeing you completely neglecting this thing. So if you are currently working on something and it's taking its time, it will be the thing that leads to abundance over time. Not quite yet, but I am seeing another opportunity that's coming your way that may, call for you to expand your knowledge and what it is that you do. I am sensing heavily career based, but this could be in anything that requires you to learn something new or to have a passion in something, okay? Knight of Wands, travel, adventure, and fun. So some of you could be going traveling. Some of you could get an opportunity to travel for work. Some of you could get just something that causes you to feel very optimistic and time to move away from maybe the things that have been quite serious for you, which you have been. That again is representing that kind of challenges, building on that foundation and making sure that everything is balanced. It does feel like in the future you will get that energy of fun, okay, which I think you will be craving by the time it reaches you, by the way. But 6 to 7 means that there is progress, which is amazing. We like to see that, specifically in your finances and just your progress and stability in general. Okay, well, let's dive into your love reading. That is that for this week. You have a very good outcome. I like to see it. As I put these back, make sure you like and subscribe. And then I'm going to pull you some soulmate romance cards, okay? Let's see. For my lovely Scorpios. My lovely Scorpios, please, in terms of love, spirit. Oh, interesting. Let's get 2 more. Oops. Ooh, well. Some of you definitely like, we have very soon on the bottom of the deck. There's a few things I want to say with this. So, of course, this is a general reading, so I have to try and make sure I'm incorporating the singles and those who are dating and have somebody in their life already. I will say for everybody, there is a major theme here of really actually focusing more on yourself and your spirituality. That will benefit your love life, most importantly, because you're setting a standard for yourself. You're also giving and healing yourself. So even if you're in a connection, maybe your insecurities get in the way at times, or maybe there is a bit of coming away from codependency and getting more confidence in your life. That will really impact your relationship even better, So again, for everybody, you do have love yourself first, which says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And you also have religious factors. This says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. That feels like to me a lot of you are building on your connection to God and yourself, okay, and your spiritual self or your practice, whatever it is for you. Speaking to lots of people here, that is going to be more important in your life than actually the person that you're with or wanting to be with, okay? So that's the first thing I want to say. That's what the universe wants you to focus on more. After that, you do have engagement. And then you have that very soon on the bottom of the deck. So for a lot of you, you are being called to just focus on you because you do have potential potentially a marriage coming up. This says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. If you're with someone, all right, then you could end up having a more serious connection. If you're dating, it could definitely take a step further the more that you are focusing on yourself. If you are already engaged or already married, then this is just an energy of this is going to level up your relationships, okay, very soon. It's a higher level of commitment. Maybe it's a child for some. Whatever it is to you. I am going to pull a few cards though. The Scorpios. Queen of Pentacles. This is about knowing your worth. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, but you don't have to. This is you focusing on your money, focusing on your worth, focusing on your value, your stability in general, your foundations. The Hermit. Very strong Virgo energy coming up for you guys. This is again about focusing on yourself, spending some time alone, regardless of where you are in your love life, romantic life, in that area of your life. Jeez. This is really you focusing on your grind. This is you focusing on your hustle. This is you focusing on yourself, reflecting, really looking at things from a higher perspective. A lot of growth happening for you guys when it comes down to your sense of self-worth and really understanding what you're deserving of. In terms of the other person, Spirit, Page of Cups, well, definitely is a romantic offer coming in. Could be from somebody who is a bit younger than yourself. This might come as a surprise to you. Whatever this person has to say is very emotional. Three of Swords. This feels like it's representing this person. Page of Cups, there is a romantic offer coming away. This feels like, again, someone who's a little bit younger than yourself, or somebody who might be a little bit more emotionally... what's the word for it? Emotionally young. They could come across a little bit immature with their emotions. Let's just clarify. I feel like this person's been hurt before, okay? Page of Cups, Seven of Cups. Alright, for the other person, Scorpios, Four of Swords. Okay, I'll just be aware of this energy. I mean, for some of you, this could be someone that you already know. Six of Cups. I would say be aware, only because I think this person needs some time, and I think that you know that because they are coming through as somebody who's a bit hard in their life. I don't know exactly what they've been through. Maybe the past is still influencing them, or I don't know. There's a lot of scenarios for a lot of you. This person is coming across as a little bit confused, or you have a lot of options. Could definitely be the case. If you're the one that's hurt and you really don't want to focus on love at the moment, you do have something coming in very soon. For a lot of you, if this is an immature energy, for those who are single I'm speaking to, if there's a lot of options and none of them feel quite right to you, then I think that's where it's still asking you to heal and of course, don't go for anything that you don't feel quite sure about. For others of you, if this is describing a specific person, again, someone who's a bit immature, we'll be honest, doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means they have a lot of learning to do. Seven of Cups is telling me that even though they are stepping forward with something, maybe they've been a bit confused. This is someone that, for the dating people, by the way, that I'm speaking about, then I will go on to people who are like already together and in a very loving connection. All right, for those of you who are dating, this person needs time, and I think maybe you know that they are offering their romanticness to you, they are offering their love to you, but the Seven of Cups, this person's still a bit confused in their life, and I think they still have some healing to do. I will be honest and say that I think they're still heartbroken over a past situation. In their head, they want to move forward, but again, it's emotionally immature. I wouldn't really accept something from them straight. I would give them time. It's not that I think they're being disingenuine, if that's a word. Or did I just make that up? Disingenuine? I don't know. It's not that they're, not being truthful. Emotions can fluctuate, and they may feel like they want to extend themselves to you, but I feel like they're not ready yet for a relationship. I think you're focusing on yourself anyway. And maybe this person will heal themselves, or maybe somebody better will come along, but this person is just still a bit like emotionally confused, to be honest. And we don't really want something that's insincere. Not insincere, I will remove that word. I don't think this person's insincere, but we don't want anybody who isn't completely 100% sure. You know your worth, you know your value. This icky stuff, well, I say icky, it's icky to you. You clearly know your worth. And maybe you can see that because in the way that this is showing up, This person is looking at you, but you're not really focused on them anyway, so you probably know that. Now, for those of you in a relationship, again, I do think that focusing on yourself is going to be quite interesting. But some of you may have had a little bit of like a fallout with this person, or, you know, there is some healing to do. Someone is a bit confused, or I do see that the message still applies for those of you in relationships, that somebody is either apologizing for something, maybe they said something, did something, based on confused emotions and feelings. There is an apology coming through for some of you. Maybe you focusing on yourself and maybe pulling back your energy a little bit has got someone confused. It does feel like they're making an offer. They're confused about how you feel, maybe. For a soul, they've been thinking a lot, maybe took some time to themselves. But there is an emotional, romantic offer coming through. Alrighty. And there is that. All right, my angels, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me. Let me know how this resonated with you in the comments. Definitely go check Aura out if you haven't already. Free trial, why not? That's the link down below. But I hope to see you guys next time, all right?